a really good taste, I can't lie. I like the color.
Say,
I like the color. All right. Guys, everyone, welcome to Word of Mouth. This is our very first stream. It's going to be our very first podcast, and we decided to call it Word of Mouth because of how it was because of how I was going on about making a unique title, a unique name, and Word of Mouth came about because it's a good term for how we normally discuss things in terms of word of mouth, literally just what it means, word of mouth. And I haven't seen another title named Word of Mouth, which is pretty interesting for a podcast. As I've been looking around the other day, it's pretty interesting. I'm surprised Word of Mouth hasn't been taken, has it, Rio?
No, I'm surprised. But you know it was better than what was it? What was the other name you was thinking of? What you saying?
Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? We were thinking of making it called Whatchamacallit as a podcast title, but the title itself is like really long, so I don't think like you people from around the world would have pronounced it right or anything like that. So Word of Mouth is probably the best name we came up with.
It was a sweet though. There is a sweet called Whatchamacallit though.
Oh yeah, there's a chocolate called Whatchamacallit.
Sweet.
What the hell?
It was like raw.
I've never seen that in my life. It's probably an American sweet.
Imagine someone be like, what's it called? Someone be like, oh, pass me the Whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. You know,
yeah, that's weird. That's something you eat while you're high or some shit. But that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, it's gonna be our first podcast. It's gonna be shorter than the other ones, guys, because it's gonna be introductory. It's gonna be an introductory, really. This is where we're just gonna introduce ourselves. We're gonna talk about Valorant, of course. Today's gonna be just about Valorant. We're gonna have more Valorant streams, but we're just gonna keep it like a test. It's gonna be like a test run. But introduce yourself, Rio. How are you? And
hello.
Who are you? Just for people who don't already know.
Hello, my name is DarkS1T. So I play Valorant every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. I do play Valorant. I play a couple of different types of different games and stuff like that. But yeah, I just mostly focus on Valorant. I play, I don't know, Sage. You know what I'm saying? I love Sage. You know what I'm saying? Sage waifu material. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see you smiling, Nat. I see you.
This guy's a Sage main. He's a Sage main. Rio is one of the pioneers of our community. He's genuinely one of the greatest people in our community. This guy, he don't tilt. He's one of the most feared for in customs. He is the deathmatch demon, king of the hill. Like he has so many titles. He has so many titles. One of our kings.
My head get rocked in deathmatch though. I'm not gonna lie.
My head gets rocked.
My head gets rocked.
Yeah, he is our daddy. Correct.
But yeah,
carry on.
But yeah, Ned, thanks for having me on. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to be on the first one. You know what I'm saying?
You're always the first one. From day one. Let's talk about how we met.
So it's so funny, how we met. So I was queuing, I was playing with Risu, right? If you don't know who Risu is, a great player, really good player.
At Real Risu on Twitter.
At him. And anyways, he was like to me, Yo, real, yeah, come play some unrated with me. I was like, all right, man. But I actually wanted to go to have a nap. I was tired that day, but he convinced me. I was like, all right. So it was on Split, right? And I was like to him, yo, all right, I'm just gonna play Jet. I'm just gonna chill and stuff like that. Anyways, I started to be a little bit more trolly. So I was like to my team, I was like to this one Phoenix person. I was like, yo, bro, drop me your gun, bro. Watch me go and tap this guy mid, yeah. So he drops me his gun, yeah. And then next thing you know, I'm in spectator mode. And then he picks up the gun, and then he goes to the spectator mode. We both started laughing. Next thing you know, we both added each other, and then here we are. That's how we met. That's how I met Mr. Naduri.
It was a bunch of laughs. And then the time where I realized, I'm not sure what time it was when I started playing with you more, was when I found out you were black. In Valorant, you were the first black guy I've ever known. Apart from my friends like Mars and etc. This is the time where Adam wasn't even playing Valorant. Like me and Mars both jumped on Valorant at the same time. And when I played with you, I realized that you were black by the sound of your voice. I was like, what? That's crazy.
At least you feel like, I mean, there's been a lot of people that thinks my voice is white, and I'm just like, what? It's just out of the blue. But there you go.
And then this is where Kai comes in. When I join your 5 stacks for Unrated, I realized he was streaming. I see his face for the first time, and I'm like, yo, this guy is crazy. This guy's a weaver next to, like, with all the, he had all the posters, the figures, the action figures, everything behind him. And I realized,
like,
this guy's a weave.
It was like after like, what was it, 5 days later, I invited you to Unrated. So when me and Kai and like Mello was all playing. So yeah, I think that was that period of time. I think it was Haven. I remember it. It was definitely on Haven.
Yeah. It was so fun. Jenny is so fun. I hopped on his Twitch channel. His channel was bussing as he gave him a sub just so I can play with him more. I gave him a sub just so I could play with him more. But yeah. We have a redeemed question. Orzo's question is, where's the posters? Oh, the posters are behind me on the left here. I don't know if you can see it actually. I think I see another redeemed question actually. But yeah, there's the posters, the Dragon Ball Z Super poster, Resurrection F movie. And that was just that other one's just a picture I found was very aesthetic. There was another one. There was another question.
There's another question?
Nook CS redeemed the podcast question.
Okay.
But no question though.
No question.
Alright, no worries. We'll wait for your question, Leon. We'll wait for your question, buddy. Anyway, as you were saying, yeah, that's how I first met you. And it's been a long time coming. It's been almost 2 years. That's crazy.
So, yeah, it's always been full 2 years, man. It's crazy thinking about it.
Fun fact, Rio has the actual date of when we first played. The full date.
Yeah, cool.
Send it to me in his DMs.
I'll send it in DMs.
As he's finding it, Leon came up with this question. He says, what are your goals in Valorant and streaming? Is this for me or for you, Rio?
I think it's for you.
It's for me. All right. So my main goals initially was to stream Valorant and become a content creator and have a large community, and I'd be able to stream every day. That was my main goal. But I'm still working towards it, and I'm not where I want to be right now, but I really want to work towards it. I want to have the ability to stream every day where there's no repercussions. But I have like this issue where I always get drained after my streams. Like there's times where I stream for like a straight 6 hours and it's a very eventful, etc. Soon afterwards, I end my stream, I just shut off. Socially, my brain is like elsewhere. My mind is like elsewhere. Even in a Discord call, my mind's elsewhere. But I'm trying to fight that right now. Also, Chef EU, thanks for the follow. My goals in Valorant. At some point in my career, I want to hit Radiant, of course, just like everyone else does. But I just want to be a good content creator. Really, I just want to be a really prominent content creator. Yeah. And streaming, obviously I want to hit a partner. That's it.
You hit it, bro.
That's it. I really want to hit a partner. How about you? What about you, Rio?
Me, in terms of Valorant, I mean, at one point I was like, yeah, I wanted to go like pro, and I was looking for LFTs, and that's when I was on my laptop. That's another story for another day, when the whole laptop situation. But at this point in time, I slowed down on it, just because I just feel like I want to just try and find a footing in something, you know. Yeah. At this point in time, I'm not even gonna lie. Like when I play Val and like ranked, I just get burnt really quick, and I'm just like, wow, like, you know. Even now, like I just played like 2 or 3, and I'm just like, all right, that's enough, because I'm just burnt out. I'm just tired of the game. So, but I'm trying to find a way that I can be able to play a lot more and without getting tired or anything like that, or even getting burnt, or just, you know, that's just me.
I think you've got to keep your balance between your work and daily life compared to Valorant. You can't be those ranked players who just wake up and play without even eating.
Yeah, wake up and be a demon, and like wake up and just hit every shot. No,
it don't work like that. It really don't work like that. But the way you're going now, you're already working towards it, and you're gonna hit Radiant, bro. You're hitting what 3 on the laptop. Like, no one has any doubt that you're gonna hit Radiant. Like Ascendant 3 is just a slump, bro. It's like a waiting party for Immortal. Like, that's what it is. But it's a waiting list, bro. It's genuinely a waiting list. But
Mm.
you'll hit MO in no time. Once you hit MO, it's gonna be a smooth ride.
The thing is, like, it's not even like side of cocky. Like, if I always say to myself and say to anyone, if you hit a certain rank, you can hit it again.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I've hit it more in the past. I can hit it again, or
For
use it.
sure.
So like, I'm not really concerned about not hitting a certain rank. It's just that me playing like consistently and stuff like that. Like that gets to me. Like if I play like really poopy in one game, or I could play really well in one game and then play really poopy in the next, I'm just like, raw, like what's going on here? Like what am I doing wrong? And
Yeah.
then I start changing things, which is a bad habit. I need to stop doing that.
Oh,
I start
everyone
changing.
changes things. Everyone change. I think changes for the better. Like,
No. I mean like my sense, bro. I
oh
change my
yeah,
sense.
like everyone changes their sense. I feel like it's okay to, but it takes. I think I did research on it. I think scientifically it takes six
A whole.
hours
It takes
to
like a
fully
week.
adjust to one sensitivity.
It takes like I say like to like really get behind your sense. Like I say it's like a full 7 days, bro. So I would say,
For 7 days.
yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, makes
It, it, it
if that works
depends.
out
It
for you,
depends.
go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
carry on.
yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say, but yeah, like that's just me. But for streaming wise, yeah, I just want to build a community here. You know what I'm saying? I need to stream a lot more. On this point, I'm just trying to do stuff behind the scenes. I'm making my own like stuff, which
Oh,
I'm
can I
slowly
leak it? Can
building
I
out
leak
and
it?
pushing out. Hmm?
Can I leak it? Am I allowed?
What the Discord?
Oh shit! You were meant to say that. What the heck?
Oh!
Oh my god! We have to restart stream, guys.
Restart stream. You know what I'm saying? You have to get that. You know, Men in Black when he gets at the pen. That's what you have to do, bro.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, I'm slowly making a
everyone.
Discord.
I think everyone would love to for you to have you on Discord.
Yeah.
They'll really
Uh,
enjoy it. It would be like a very different environment, a very pleasant environment, actually.
mm.
Like I can imagine myself like I'll just have a bad day and and be like I'm crying, like I've lost like 100 elo. What do I do? What do I do? Who do I talk to? I'm going straight to Rio's new server.
All I'm gonna say is, yeah, when I lost what's called 15 games in a row, and that is a very that's a tilt.
And
You know
guys,
what I'm
look at
saying?
him. Look at him right now. He's smiling. Like he's still not mad about it. He'll get that shit back
I,
easy.
I wasn't spoiling when I was.
All right. What are your other streaming goals?
I was streaming goals. To be fair, like instead of like just purely be on Valorant, I want to branch out onto different games as well. I have like a foot in different stuff. Um, but at this point in time, I'm just figuring out what I want to branch out to.
Yeah.
So I've been testing like different stuff. So I've been playing like PUBG behind the scenes, playing a little bit of Overwatch,
Mm.
which I may even play Overwatch 2 when it comes out. I'm still learning.
Overwatch 2.
You know
That's
it.
a
You
new
know it.
scene for real. For real.
But yeah, I've just been testing other things. But yeah, that's my goal, and just to build a community and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. Okay. I see you making it out. You will make it out. Everything takes work. Work equals
Hmm.
results. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, of course.
Nothing happens like in a dream. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Next question from Abzinio is: where do you see yourselves in 5 years, Valorant wise? That's a tough question
5 years Valorant, right?
for me in particular because it's my first ever game that I've taken seriously,
And to be fair, you're doing really well.
and
You are.
it's a brand new game as well. It's still a very new game. So I don't know what Valorant is gonna be like in 5 years. It might have like 50 agents and 10, 12 maps, but like I feel like I'll be, if I had to imagine, I feel like I'll be doing the same thing but with higher analytics. But and the production rate will be much better. So I'll be streaming every day and a video will come out every 2 days or 3 days. I'll have my own editors or like that sort of things. But like I can imagine myself in the franchising scheme maybe if I work that hard enough for that many years. Because 5 years is a lot of years, abs. In the right, real 5 years is a lot. Like a lot can happen in 2 years.
Maybe say like a year. That's a good time frame. I would
Maybe
say.
in a year.
Yeah.
In a year, Valorant wise, I'll probably have a Radiant buddy. I'll probably have a Radiant buddy, that's for sure. Hopefully, I think in a year, yeah. But how about you?
Yeah, to be fair,
What do you think?
I'm a Radiant buddy myself. Just meet more people. To be fair, that's more of a thing that I wanted to see. Like this. meet a lot more people in the community of Valorant.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's just me
I
personally.
probably would have gone to like four champions tours, like in like, what's it called, four champion land watch thingy majigs.
Yeah,
What do you
like
call it
go
again?
to a LAN, to like one of those what events, like go to
Yeah, LAN
VCT
events,
events.
going to LAN
Yeah.
events and all those what's it called, partner championship tournaments.
Mm.
We probably
Yeah.
would have gone to all of those. I'll probably have like Valorant posters and shit, and like a Valorant anime pillow or some shit. Like, if I've stayed playing Valorant for that many years, not that would be wrong, not that I'd be against it.
Oh, no.
We'll do one more question and then we'll go to our first topic. All right. So Orza has a question. Oh, I don't think it's a question. It has a big text. So it says, Orzo said, Naduri, the best thing in your community is when. Sorry, Naduri, the best thing is your community when joining it. It had made a big impact in my life and it's so much fun. It's made so many new people. I've met so many new people and found a whole new group of people I enjoy being with. That means a lot.
Yeah, that's so sick, man.
That makes my heart so warm. Holy. The fact no, it's the fact that like you can easily make a community just by turning on a Discord and making a Discord community, like a Discord server, and just have people join it to meet other people and making good friends out of that. Like how that I think making it is easy, but the hardest thing is I think there is no hardest thing. There's no hardest thing about it just by making friends and being nice to people. There's no, so I don't feel like it's something people can't do, if you know what I mean. So I reckon like making impacts like this, it doesn't take much, but it is a lot for people. So that's why I always recommend other people to be nice to other people. I'm always trying to be kind to people, especially in like first impressions, etc. Give them a warm welcome to anything and everything, because I think even a smile can help someone's day. But I'm glad, Orzo. I'm glad a young kid like you has a safe place to go to on the internet. That is a huge thing.
Yeah, it's true, to be fair. That is very true.
That is a very huge thing. To be on the internet and have a choice to be on the internet and have safe places to go to without being controlled is it gives you a lot of freedom. So I'm glad you have a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
Especially for a young kid like you. Stay in school as well. There's more questions. All right, but we'll get started with the topics. Mm-hmm. So the first thing we want to talk about is Rio, I want to know your day in the life relating to gaming. Talk me through your day in the life.
Oh man.
And how do you feel about it?
Okay, so let's do it by time. Yeah, so 6 o'clock. Yeah, my alarm goes off. I see my alarm, turn it back off. I go back to bed. I wake up at 7. Anyways, so I wake up at 7, and well, to be fair, recently I've been going to bed at 6, so I ain't waking up at 7. So
okay.
So, anyways, I wake up in the morning. Let's just say I wake up in the morning, have my shower, have my breakfast, speak to my mum, and then load up my PC. Check Discord to see if anyone's messaged me or anything like that, which no one does. It's like, oh, okay. Next thing you know, going to load up Valorant. I just sit on the range for a bit. So on that, someone get messages me like, "Oh, do you want to play?" I'm just like, "No, I'm just practicing in the range, just practicing." Then normally by mid-afternoon or something like that, someone would like normally be in a Discord call, and I'll just be in there just chilling. Then after some convincing, I'll go play some ranked with some people, and then I'll be chilling. But yeah, what was the last thing that you wanted to ask me?
How do you feel about it?
To be fair, I can change up some stuff on what I do on my routine and stuff like that. Like instead of just sitting in like practice range for so long, I could queue up a ranked or even play a deathmatch or something, or even just watch a guide or something like that. I could change up a lot of things. So yeah, for me, I need to just work on a schedule at this point in time. Especially with having my new PC as
Yeah.
well. I'm still like devising a plan of how to, like be able to stream and like focus on like making stuff for the stream as well.
Mm.
So I just need to devise my time for it.
That's really good. That's really good. And
Yeah.
there's also the fact that you can always jump on any day or every day, and someone will be in the Discord,
Mm.
just like you would join the Discord, and there'll always be people there, just so you can play, for people to play with.
Mm.
Especially in Miles's Discord. If you guys don't know, at Distorted Image, his guy's Discord server is popping.
We're in it all
Actually
24/7
popping
essentially.
every day. There's like 10 people there at least, and they're all friends that you know.
Yeah.
Down to play Valorant, down to play custom DMs, down to just watch other people play and stream their games. Like, it's lit. It's actually so lit. It's actually so lit. But yeah,
How about you, mate? What's your routine?
you like to know my daily life related to
Bro.
gaming?
Bro, I want to know.
Mine's pretty interesting actually. So I'm just gonna talk about it in general because right now my sleep schedule's fucked. I won't mention that. But normally wake up like late in the morning. From sleeping late at night, I can't lie, because obviously Valorant and stuff and editing, etc. I wake up, go to the shower, do my shit, etc. Brush my teeth, everything. Obviously do and that, and then get some breakfast. Normally it's just toast or Weetabix. I always get that, and then I take it back into my room and watch Jarso. I watch Jarso every morning because I know it comes out at like 7, 8 a.m. You know, so I always know it's ready. It's ready. Every time I send my clips to Jarso, I look in the description. I look in the description of the video. I see my tag. If my tag is there, if my not my tag, but like my Twitch link. I've seen my Twitch link there. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But every time I see myself there, I just get gassed. I just get so happy. But I watch the video. I check my Discord servers. I check my Twitch as well. I look at my TikTok and everything. I look at all the analytics, and I set up my rest of the day with obviously talking to my heat staff, my org staff, etc. What the plans are, and what we'll do later that day or that week. If there's a meeting, there's gonna be a meeting. It's gonna be about like 11, 12 a.m. at that time. Sorry, 11, 12 p.m. at that time. Obviously the sun's out, still sunny as hell. I just go out to my garden, get my beanbag, my little trusty beanbag. Should I show you my beanbag?
Yeah.
So I get my little trusty beanbag, my big trusty beanbag, like a suede ass beanbag, and I sit out in the garden. I just sit there with my speakers, my Alexa speakers. These bad boys, I don't know if you can see it, but like
that beanbag was comfortable though when I
was very comfortable when you came over. Yeah, I get it. I take it out to the garden and just play some music aloud and just like smoke. Really, I just smoke. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about the nicotine, maybe another day. But come back after I feel freshed up because I'm touching grass technically, and I watch some YouTube videos or I watch my friends' streams while on Discord. Probably look at my own clips just to boost my self-esteem. So I get ready to play ranked, if you know what I mean. In terms of setting up for stream, if I'm ready to stream that day, I'm gonna eat before I stream, have lunch before I stream, and I dress up, go to the bathroom, do my hair, etc., cream my face. You know what I'm saying? Just as if I was going out or whatever, because technically it's work. It's work. I treat it like it's work, like getting ready for work. Sometimes, I think most of the time I warm up before I stream, do my warm up routine before I stream. But if I don't have time, I warm up on stream and then I do my stream and play my games, etc. But yeah, after the stream ends, I save my VOD, I publish my VOD, I get my clips farmed. So like I get all my clips from moments I played in games. So for example, say like I had a really good game and I want to clip some of the some of the moments. I go to the certain round on the timeline in the career mode, find it, clip it, get the link, and then put it in a whole document form. And then send it to my editor. After that, I'm just chilling in Discord all day. But yeah, how do I feel about it? I think it's pretty good. I think it's like the pre-plan to how I want it to be. My daily life towards gaming, because I feel like I don't want to necessarily only play ranked for streams. I kind of want to do like 5-second rated with other streamers. I want to do like party games with more of my friends, etc. I want to do more variety, while also grinding 3 times a week or whatever. But yeah, after stream the Duri has a party. Yeah, I have a party. Yeah.
To be fair, like even before I play, like after I go in the range, I'll go play other games. I just normally go play Apex. I go play PUBG. If I play it for a good bit, and then I'll just go play something else, or like maybe even play Forza if I throw it in. Then go back onto Val or watch something on Twitch. On Twitch, or go into Discord and watch something. It really depends, really, how I'm feeling or what I'm doing on that day. So yeah, I just need a lot more structure with it. That's what I need to do.
So you just like go with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
Just go with the flow. Whatever your mind like feels like doing, whatever you feel like doing.
If I drink coffee though, I'm playing ranked. I don't know. If I play coffee, I'll play ranked. It's just that simple.
Yeah. If I'm ready to like grind like 15 games in ranked in like less than 2 days, I'm buying Monster. I'm buying Monster, cause I'm buying 5.
Wait, Monster, not Red Bull.
I'm a Monster guy. I can't lie. I like the flavors. I like the flavors. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, Red Bull only has like one flavor and the diet version.
Listen, yeah, it slaps though. It's like when you have the Red Bull, boom, you're in the zone.
I love all the Monster flavors. I can't lie. But they don't sponsor me, so I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Fair enough.
Next thing I wanted to talk about is what's your backstory and how you came up in Valorant. How did you get to where you are today?
Oh, so how I knew about Valorant. So I was speaking to Kai, I think, at one point, and he was like to me, "There's like this game from Riot that's making like." I was like, "All right, cool." And then I heard about it, went silent, and then I heard on Twitch that they was doing like these keys. So what I did was, they said, "Oh, if you watch this Twitch stream or you watch these Twitch streamers, you can have like a chance of getting a key." So what I did was, I put my phone on, I put my laptop on, and I had it on 2 different accounts. So I had one on one Twitch account and another one on another Twitch account.
Okay.
Then I went to sleep. And then I woke up and then I said, "Oh, you got a key. You got access for Valorant." I was like, "Okay."
Which device was that? Which device did it come to?
It went to my laptop.
Oh, the laptop came first. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Calm.
So I was like, "All right, cool." And then, I still remember my first ever game on Valorant. So what I did was, it was Phoenix Valorant on Haven, and I got an ace. And I still got the picture for it as well.
What?
Yeah, I got an ace on Haven.
Ace on Phoenix. Do you play Phoenix in rank now?
No.
Oh, bring it back. What the heck?
Nah. I normally play Sentinels or I just play Sentinels really.
All right, calm.
What about you? How did you find out about Valorant?
How I found out about Valorant was through my boy Z, my boy Lazy U. He introduced me to Valorant during the Fortnite days, during when I used to play Fortnite on the laptop. I had an Ace Nitro 5. I bought an Ace Nitro 5 during my uni. And you ain't gonna answer my question. Okay, I'll check on your question after Mukhtar. So I had an Ace Nitro 5 back in the day to play Fortnite when I was during uni, right? And he was like, Nuts. He was like, Nuts, let's all play Valorant. This is during a time where we'd always find the game and we wouldn't enjoy it. We'd always find the game and like we wouldn't even like it. So
that period. Yeah.
I bought it, and I bought that gaming laptop from Mars's Influence, the Flextra, because he had the same laptop and he enjoyed it a lot, so I thought I'd get the same one. But it was an Acer Nitro 5.
Oh, okay.
Cost about like $750. And yeah, I started playing Valorant a lot, from like a little bit, but I didn't understand it at all. I didn't understand no mechanics. I didn't understand no strategies or tacticals or anything like that because I've never played a proper FPS before, like seriously. And as soon as like I got around to seeing the pros, just like Wardell and Sub Rosa, we've been watching those people every day as a group, and I started learning more and more and more. And I eventually I got to I got bronze in the beta, and then I got silver. I got bronze in the beta, and then silver in the alpha.
Mm.
And then I started playing the game more and more often in my mom's house, and that was back when there was a lot of distractions. And after a while, as soon as I started grinding and grinding, and I hit plat, that's when I met Aimstar.
Mm.
Plat is when I met Aimstar on Twitch, or I think, and then I think we started playing together. I don't know how exactly we met. I don't remember properly, but when Aimstar was raiding at that time, and when he spoke to me, he said it in such sophisticated words. He was like, "Nah, just get immortal, bro." I was plat. He was like, "Nah, just get immortal, bro," and he doesn't seem like the type of guy to just joke about or anything like that. So I thought, yeah, I might have it in me. Trust me, yeah, I'm not lying. In that same act where I was plat mid act, I reached immortal. That same act, and that's when I realized, hey, I'm taking this game seriously. Game seriously. Never left my yard, never touched grass, never like talking to anyone. I was just playing ranked. 15 games a day, bro. 15 games a day, bro. Just way before even the account levels came out. I got to level 245. That's when they came out.
I just passed level 251 today.
It's crazy. God. Now I'm like 425 or something like that.
It's mad.
But yeah, I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. That's how I came up. And obviously now I joined an amazing org, great family, amazing staff, sick teams. That I'm forever grateful for. Yeah, shout out to Jazz and Timmy and Rich and Aimstar and the rest of the teams. Let's go back to Mokhtar's question. We'll do like 4 or 5 questions before we reach another topic. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds about right, man.
All right. So the next earliest question was okay. What do you not like about Valorant? All right. So the first thing I have to say about that is the fact that there's no spray patterns, just the spray patterns, really. Everything's random. And normally, to this day, everyone is insane at the game, of course, mostly because of their strategic and tactical value, including their first shot accuracy. Everyone's got insane first shot accuracy. I've seen that firsthand today. It's crazy. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say, really. Yeah. What about you?
Fade.
What did she do to you?
I'll be asked with her, man. Like literally, like I'm out here, yeah, trying to hold a site, just trying to hold my nice little site, right? I'm getting dogged, I'm getting revealed, I'm getting slowed, I'm getting flipping, what's it called? Oid. I'm getting too much things, I'm getting spammed, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired, man. I'm tired of holding the site and seeing this brother just come up. I'm tired of seeing a fade and a nade come at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I'm just tired. It's a long day.
I feel the pain. There's actual pain coming from that voice. Holy shit. Actual pain coming from that voice.
On the real, what do I don't like about Valorant? Some of the maps really. There's no map I can say like hand on heart, but like, yes, I can play. I want to play this map. I can tolerate majority of the maps, but I wouldn't really want to play on most of the maps. To be fair, I can just tolerate more than others. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really okay. So it's the maps, really. Okay. But the good thing about that is that they always change the maps. They change maps from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, the way they changed OG Split to Split now. Well, Split is not in rotation, but when Split was in beta, like going mid, that was funny. Go.
You said going mid. Yeah, sure. You're right. We're going mid now.
Go
Therefore, man.
mid. Go.
Yeah.
Go A7 on the split. Like that. That was funny. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying. But they did change it, and it's much more tolerable now.
That is too funny. All right, next question is: didn't you take box fights on Fortnite seriously? I think that question is directed to me, especially from Moxa, because he experienced it firsthand fighting with me in box fights. When I the thing is when I played Fortnite in creative mode, I always practice a lot. I'm not gonna lie, and I always practice in field lobbies, but I'd always take them seriously. However, with my friends, with like Z, Mokhtar, Mars, Adam, Yusuf, etc., it wouldn't be very serious. I'll just at the start, I used to like to ego a lot, just take the mick out of him, etc., just to prove that I was really good at it. Because at that time, I had low self-esteem. I wasn't really good at anything at that time. That's what I felt like. So I just tried to do that a lot, and I realized at that point that I didn't like it at all. So that's when I realized that I took it too seriously, and then I put too much heavyweight onto them by I wouldn't say bullying. It would be like smurfing in a way, but like in a rude way. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I hated it. I hated myself for it. Genuinely, it's one of my.
man said smurfing, you know.
I know, like I wasn't even that good. Anyways, I wasn't even that great. I genuinely wasn't that great. But I thought I was playing on 60 hertz, for goodness sake. But yeah, I was like a little menace at a time. But yeah, next question. Hopefully that answers your question. Next question is redeemed by Maz, but he didn't ask a question. Asked a redeemed question. He says, "Does Rio have back?"
I would love it. No comment.
I'll answer that for you, Declan. Yeah, he has gone back. He's gone back. What the heck? Seen that fish firsthand.
Allow it.
No comment though. No comment. I'm just saying yes.
Leave me, man.
Can you twerk? No, neither of us can twerk. We don't want to twerk. Yeah, Miles was speaking about his Discord. He said, "Nah, it's our server for real. Everyone just vibes like a big family." Facts. Perfect words. How many times have you been on Jarso? I've been on it twice. The second time, it was a 1v2 clutch with like an insane flick. Like 2 insane flicks. They were both insane one taps. But he only put one of them in. So yeah.
Sorry.
What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The chat.
Yeah, the chat made me laugh.
Yeah, these guys are all lively guys. I love it. Keep up. Naduri does he have a manager, like a support team or something like that? Yeah, they do. We have all sorts of stuff. I have 2 bosses actually.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
How you finding it being on Heat?
Oh, bro, it's like a dream come true, but you're living in it, and you have to put in the work at the same time. But I love it. I enjoy it every day. I have a lot to look forward to, and every time we get to make content, I'm always eager to do it. I'm always eager to do more, etc. But I just have the habit of feeling like it's a bad thing if I do too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the only issue I have personally.
To be fair, that's kind of good because it's like you're trying to go above and beyond. You know, I'm trying to say you're trying to do a lot for like your org, and so don't say it as a bad thing. No,
I really feel comfortable. I really feel comfortable. I feel like everyone I talk to there, like they respond very kindly. They're like they seem like they're very friendly. They're very friendly, and they're very enjoyable, and they're very supportive in every way. They don't have no for an answer. Yeah, all that's left for us to work on is results, really, because our next tournament for the VRL is in August, which is gonna be crazy.
He's hyped
Look
up for
forward to
that.
that. Watch parties are coming soon. I'll be doing
It's
watch parties
ah!
with some of the staff as well, which is gonna be great.
It's a proud moment right there, man. Well done,
Yeah.
man.
What's Rio's body count? Okay, no comment to that. We're ignoring that.
Well, you ignore that.
Rio,
Yeah.
what phone do you have?
I have a Samsung Flip, so it is. You can go, boom, and it's out here. So that's my phone currently. Before it was
I really like that
A7T.
phone.
So yeah.
I really like that phone. I used to
Yeah,
clip it as well, like it's a fucking butterfly knife. It's crazy.
it's what's it called? It's easier to like pull away, like when you close it, but when you have to take it out, it's annoying. Because if you have one hand out, you have to use your other hand to open it. But normally you can have like a case, but I don't have a case for it. But
Yeah. I see.
but
I know a lot of businessmen use that,
yeah,
especially for business. But what phone do I
it's
have? It's I'm not gonna say no words. I'm just gonna show my phone.
oh yeah, I forgot.
That's
Right. That's alright. I forgot how mad that is, bro. I forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot how mad that is.
How do you use that? I don't use it. I don't use my phone. I just don't use my phone. Yeah, I just don't use my phone. See, next question. There's a lot. There's a lot. Monster brand deal needed. I need to find another question.
Or you want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah. Guys, I just want to let you know. I'm seeing a lot of redeems, but like no questions next to it.
I think what they're doing is like they redeem and then they put in the question, but we need to do it in a way like let's say like they redeem but have like Q if there's a question or something like
All
Q,
right,
Q
all
and
right.
then
Maybe like a capital Q ahead of it.
Yeah.
Other than editing, oh my god, I'm better than you. Did you get top 10? Okay, of course. Yeah, Mokhtar got top 10 in Birmingham. Well played. Like 5 years ago. Well played. Does Rio play sports? Rio, do you play sports?
Oh, I used to, man. I used to play rugby, football, tennis, badminton. What else I used to play? I did a little bit of cross country. I did a little bit of track and field here and there, but I really slowed down on that. Cricket as well. So played quite a different lot. I also could swim as well. So I did a lot of different types of sports back in the day.
You're a sporty guy. I'm an athletic guy. I can't lie myself, to be honest.
What do you do? What type of sports you do, mate? What you got? Okay.
Yeah, those are the sports I really play. Really,
Oh.
they're pretty interesting. And because like I used to play competitively for my regional league in school.
Oh,
But yeah,
choose.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. The next question was from Adam. He said, "How tall are you?" I'm 6'0". Rio is like what, 5'11", right?
No, I'm 6 foot
Six
on a good day.
six. Yeah, he's 6 foot as well. He's 6 foot as well.
I'm 6 foot on a good day.
6 foot on a good day. Whose mics is bigger? We both have the same mic, bro.
I'll say mine. Here's one that has more color on it.
I don't know about the sizes, but like I think we have the same mics.
It's the same. It's just your one has color.
Kai is here. Welcome, Kai. Everyone say welcome to Kai, bro. Big man.
What's up, Kai?
Welcome. How did you get into Heat? That's a really good question, actually. Thanks for that question, Kai. I got into Heat with Aimstar and the rest of the team as well. We were formerly a team we used to play in VRLs called Headshot Poppers. I don't know if you know them. We used to be called Headshot Poppers, and then we just got signed by. We reached out to Heat and they signed us to play under their roster, their new academy roster. So that's how it happened. and yeah, I'm also a content creator too. All right. Next. All right, let's go back to our topics at hand. All right. The next topic is Rio, the state of ranked. The topic is the state of ranked. So I'll let you take it first, and then we can discuss after.
To be fair, the state of ranked is I like it. I won't lie. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I never had any problems with it or anything like that. It's just you just play ranked. You get into a game, you never know what happens. You could have a good team. You can have a team that stomps, or you can have a team that just play the game for fun. Anyways, but on a real though, with the addition of the ascendant rank, I do like it because it does separate the immortal players from because there was a lot of immortals in the previous ranks. Like in the previous seasons, there was what was it? Remember earlier on we played and there was someone that was top 43k in immortal, and I was thinking that there's a lot or something like that, a lot of immortals. So having a buffer between diamond and immortal is pretty good in terms of just playing ranked and in addition to pearl. It's good. To be fair, having a new map is also good as well. It freshens up everything.
Yeah.
So I do like that as well. Had the additional pearl in rotations. For Fade in the game as well now. She's been out for quite a while, but I just think she's very spammy as a character.
Yeah.
She does really well on her own. She can really solo get information for herself, or if she's getting pushed by someone, it's like a 1v1 situation. You can literally just prowler someone, and then you can just find them, or if you know where they are, you can just put them towards them, and then you can just do just prowler them and then shoot them. It's a lot of spammy.
Her potential for utility combination is amazing. Amazing. Yeah. It's actually broken, genuinely. But yeah. I think what I have to say about the state of ranked is that it's very momentum based. It's very, very momentum based. But a lot of people who feel like they do want to give up in the game, they gotta understand that it's very momentum based at the start of a game. Like you can start off with strong duelists at the start of a round. They get their 2 picks, they get their 2 rounds, they already have a bonus. One of them is one after ult, gets orb, ults the round, and he already and that Raze already, what's it called, is up 3-0 or up 4-0 even, and then that means the enemy team's broke again. That's the momentum. That's crazy, and a lot of things come into play to counter that momentum, such as ulting, with remembering to have count of all your utils and ult abilities to counter other ults. So if your enemy Raze has an ult in a bonus round in round 3, or a Jet Knives in round 3, it's not gonna look good, bruv. It's not gonna look good. The momentum is crazy. That's what people gotta understand. In ranked, you gotta adapt so well, and it's very agent reliant. You gotta adapt to agents as well, and there's also the possibility of not accounting for ults that will be available during a round as well, which is a round that you can't predict will happen. In terms of losers queue, I strongly believe there's no such thing as losers queue.
I don't believe it is.
I don't believe it at all. I researched and I saw the fact that everybody in the game is provided with 50% chance of winning or losing, and the game's the game's meant to be fair matchmaking. However, you do get people of higher elo in your games with higher ranks in your games, and people of lower ranked in your games, but that's for the sole purpose of your performance against them. If you perform well and you win your duels against higher ranked players, you're taking their RR from them. You're gonna get more elo from the higher ranked players. However, if you play against lower elo players and lower um lower ranked players, and they start beating the shit out of you, beating the crap out of you, yeah, you're gonna get your RR taken away from. You're gonna get minus 25, minus 23, bro.
They're
That's
gonna
what's
claim your
happening,
RR.
including the round difference, etc. But that's how it is. But it's very momentum based, and a big thing in rank that's always been the same from day one was just hostile toxicity, bro. It's tough. It's actually tough. I have a tweet here from Misfits Slandy. She's a pro gamer,
Mm.
and she said Valorant ranked players are so hostile towards each other. Like, it is not just that deep. We are in agent select, and this guy looked up
The
someone's
VLR.
tracker and started flaming him and
That's
his
mad.
own team. It's mad, bro. People
It's
do
mad.
that shit. People, like, I've never, like, I have Overwolf and shit, like, for other things, but whenever people use Valorant tracker, I just don't understand it,
I don't understand
because
myself. It's
they've already hidden the ranks to begin with. So
mm,
why would you like go against that and put on the ranks for
no,
your own teammates, and
it's
start
more.
becoming hostile and judge your teammates and already hurting their self esteem because they are lower ranked than you, or they are lower KD than what you expected. Because this is just another game for them where they're ready to perform, and you're just undermining it by saying, okay, so your KD is shit, so why are you picking a duelist? Like, or why are you picking an initiator when you can't even win your last two games?
Mm,
Like that sort of shit shouldn't work out. I don't believe that should be a thing. I feel like less people should be doing that. How
to
do
be
you?
fair,
What are
it's,
you?
like when people that do that, they don't know the situation of the state of what match they just came from. Like they don't
Yeah,
know what was happening. They don't
yeah,
know if they were holding a site and they were just playing retake simulator. They don't know if they were just got picked. Just unlucky things happen to them. Like there's a lot of variables that can happen in Valorant. You could be holding a site, next thing you know, you could get well, I'll say brimstone ult, but you should be aware of like a brimstone ult. You could be like holding a site, they smoke it, next video you get tapped through the smoke. You can
mm,
get solo ulted, you can get what's it called? Pulled, naded, everything could happen in a Val match.
yeah,
So like people that search up a certain Valorant tracker and then like they're wondering like why are you playing this or why are you doing that? They could even just be having a bad day. You never know. Like they could just
exactly.
have a bad day and then what's it called? The next day they pop off. You never know. Anything could happen. There's a lot of variables in when you playing ranked.
Yeah,
It's like putting your hand in a lucky dip. You know what I'm saying? You try to find something in. You know when you put like something like your hand in one of those. Put a coin in a crane. Those like one of those game machines, and then you put your crane in and you dip your hand into it. Well, dip the crane in and try to get a prize or
oh,
something like that. That's what it's like playing ranked essentially. Because you can get something really good. You can not make you may not get anything, and you never know.
yeah. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Like, sometimes I just drop 25 and then I drop 8 next game. Like,
Mm,
shit happens, bro. Shit happens. You get shut down. You get shut down.
mm,
But yeah, also the fact that I advise people in the state of ranked, if you're in a low mood, don't play ranked. Your mood will get worse if you play ranked. That's what I advise.
mm.
Even if you're winning your games, there is an off chance of you meeting the most amazing people, maybe new friends even. But I wouldn't take the chance. I wouldn't take the chance.
Mm.
You ready for question time?
I'm down, bro.
All right. Orzo redeemed the question, and he said, "Opinion on water." I
It's
like
lovely.
water. I like water. I love water. I love filtered water a lot. I drink a lot of filtered water. Yeah, I think everyone likes water.
Best drink in the world, man.
Valorant already has toxic 9-year-olds. I got roasted the other day and tanked and ranked by one, and it was a violation. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, bro. They get raised from young. It's crazy. It's crazy. If anyone has any questions they'd like us to answer, please. If we've already missed out, I'm sorry. Uh, please copy and paste them if you can. If not, that's fine. Mars redeemed the question. Is Rio black? All right. If anyone has questions relating to Valorant, that would be amazing. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Also, time out from us, please. Thank you. I'm joking. Yeah. Next topic, we got the hot topics. We've got some hot topics in ranked 3. Are you ready for this? Right? We were discussing this earlier. Okay,
Yeah,
so so this
oh my days. Oh my
so
days.
what we wanted to talk about was teabagging.
Oh, here we go.
The teabagging in
Here we
Valorant.
go.
So that became popular recently, and it became trending on Twitter. So basically, this all started with two pro players, both Valorant and Apex players from their own respective games. They teabagged people in their games and or matches or whatever. And then someone, I won't say any of these names, right? Because I have nothing to do with them. I'm just stating these. Someone from their own community equated teabagging to sexual assault. They related teabagging to sexual assault. Then Riot banned them in their comps, from comps in Valorant, because the pros used vulgar language with a statement that included the pros' full names. So yeah, that's what happened really, and then the meme stemmed from that. So some people equated teabagging to sexual assault, and the two pro players got banned from ranked and other things, of course. So there's teabagging in a game and sexual assault. You guys understand? I think we all feel the same way here, that it's completely and utterly fucked. It's completely and utterly fucked to even compare those two things. Real.
All I'm gonna say is, yeah, back in the day in Halo 3, yeah, when you get killed by someone, they teabagged you, yeah, it was peak in that game, because when you teabag someone in Halo 3, your body actually moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body like moves up and down when you get teabagged. So like, I don't get offended by it personally. It's just someone pressing like L3, or they're pressing control on their keyboard or something like that. I personally don't believe. And plus the Apex one, right? He teabagged his own teammate, and he got banned for it. His own teammate. So like, I don't know. I personally think that's, like you said, there's like teabagging, and there's sexual assault that's up there. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, it's mad. It's mad. That's what I think.
I feel like it's very shocking to make a comparison, to make a very crazy comparison, because I wouldn't want to imagine. It's painful to imagine. It's painful imagining what SA victims can even think when they come across news like this. And yeah, it's a very very tough way to go about it. Can't lie, because they got made such an issue, and they got banned for someone saying that it means it's literally the same thing. When, in my opinion, I really, really stressly disagree with the fact that it's similar to SA, and it's a topic that I didn't really like bringing up, but it's news. Valorant news, it's Apex news, it's gaming news. That's what our podcast is gonna be about. But yeah. Kai came up with a question. He said, "What is better, Vandal or Phantom?"
Vandal on attack. Vandal on attack, Phantom on defense.
I feel the same way. I feel like Vandal on attack, Phantom on defense. But on LAN, Vandal only. If you're playing on the same thing as everyone else, at 3 or 1 ping, Vandal only, because first bullets will be amazing. Will feel amazing. And Valorant is mostly just first shot. Valorant is mostly just the first shot. First 1 or 2 bullets gonna kill someone. Rest of it is just random sprays. That's what people practice for. Everyone's insane. But yeah. But I like the Vandal more. I like the Vandal more. So the next topic, I think everyone here is interested about. There's a lot to talk about here. are the agent changes. So the agent changes and the new PBE that came out yesterday. We'll start with Neon. So Neon's changes is her ult ability. Her damage per second, her DPS was 22. And the fact that it did 22 to body, leg, and head, so it had no headshot multiplier, has been changed as well. So it changed from 22 to 18, so it is less damage. Her kill zone has increased from 15 meters to 20 meters. So kill zone is basically what does it mean?
So it means that, you see, if you have a Neon standing from, let's say, a short on ascent, right, and her beam goes across, it pretty much, you said it's been increased.
The kill zone has been increased.
So probably like when she zaps you is much more further away, or how it is. The drop off of it or something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
Wait, there's a drop off, isn't it? It's not.
No, there's no drop off. Sorry, I don't know. To be fair, I don't know, bro.
I don't know. Does anyone know what kill zone means?
Maybe it's the distance of how you can actually kill someone with your zap. I'm not 100% sure.
The drop off is further, basically, so you can do more damage from a distance. Really? That's interesting. Because the electricity dispersed across, and then it doesn't actually kill them. All right, interesting. So that's a good buff then. Interesting. Next, the leg shot multiplier has reduced, so it does. So it started from a multiplier of 1, which is obviously 18 or 22, and then it's now 0.85, so it's going to be lower. So you have to be more accurate with the Neon ult ability. Zap, finger, blast, and so yeah, it requires a more a bigger skill gap. A headshot multiplier has increased from 1 to 3. So it used to do 22 in the head. Now it's 18 multiplied by 3 in the head. So that's like, what, 54? So 54 damage to the head. And it'll take like less than a second to kill someone.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do then? I'm still going to continue what I love to do. Like on ecos, if the enemy team is eco and I'm a Neon, I'm giving my gun, I'm giving my Vandals to someone and I'm ulting, bro.
Yeah,
that is so fun. Watching them try to like track you with their pistols or shirts.
You're literally just running around in grid shot or 6-shot even. You're just running around in grid shot, just zap. Like, that's so quick. You're like,
that's fun.
You're like Homelander in fucking The Boys. Like, it's crazy. I feel like this buff, it's more of a buff than a nerf, in my opinion. Because the Neon mains won't just like go in blindly, they'll just go in for the head. 0.7 seconds to kill.
I love that, man. I love that. Hey, if you see me on Fracture, yeah, I'm playing Neon. Hey.
That is a buff on our... Holy hell. Alright, now the agent changes that everyone's been talking about. Is Chamber. Yeah. The first thing that's been changed is his tour de force multiplier, his ults, his operator, his leg shot multiplier has been decreased, so you can survive if you get hit in the leg, which is good. It's good. His trademark, his slow ability, has been decreased by its duration from 9.5 seconds to 6 seconds. So you got a 3.5 seconds extra on your side, which is really, really good. I feel like that's really good. However, I feel like it's stricter on Chamber, which is a good thing, and your team as well. So when his slows goes off, you have less time to react, and more time and less time to react, which means that you have to put more into doing something about it. If your mid trip is broken on the CT side or whatever, normally there's a mid trip and no one's playing there, or there's an omen in market flashing off the mid trip, like etc. His ult ability is increased from 7 points to 8 points, which is also good as well, like Sova ult or Raze ult. The slow duration from the ult ability has also been decreased to 6 seconds. That's also really, really good as well. Slow ability still stops them, but the 3 seconds longer is, I feel like the 9.5 seconds is obviously way too long. It's way too long. It's needed. It's needed. A lot of people have been controversial about this. They said that the headhunter, the Q ability, needed to be nerfed by its damage or take away the ADS. But they changed the cost of it by making it more expensive. So you're buying less bullets.
Yeah, you can't buy 6 bullets.
Yeah. See, it makes sense. 150 is a pretty good price. I feel like, yeah. Obviously, if you're expected to hit your headshots, you'll still have the same results. You just won't hit. You just won't get 4 people in one round as easily. The teleport, the rendezvous ability, its base cooldown increased from 20 to 30 seconds, so its callback cooldown has been increased by 10 seconds. So you can TP around like 3 times in a round, 4 times in a round, even in a boss plan. But you're not gonna spend a lot of time TPing, are you? The recall cooldown is the same as well. Cooldown set to 45 seconds where a rendezvous anchor is destroyed. So if someone breaks your TP, that's gonna take 45 seconds, Rio.
45 seconds. Well, that's fine by me.
If you're playing chamber, that's gonna be hard.
That's fine by me, man.
So you're gonna have to play safer. You're gonna have to give up those duelist aggressive angles on CT side.
I won't even lie. I forget to even take back my TP sometimes. So.
Yeah. A lot of the times I take back my trips whenever I TP both of them.
I TP and I'm just like, right, okay, that's cool.
But yeah, that's crazy. If you're on bind, for example, and you got a TP from hookah to B setup, someone nades hookah, or like there's an aftershock in hookah, or like anything like that, breaks your TP, you're gone. You're staying there for another you're staying inside for another 45 seconds, unless you rotate, which is crazy. Jet has also been changed.
Well, why did the general Jet?
Her leg shot damage with her blade storm has been decreased, so it doesn't do 50 to the leg anymore. It used to do 50. It used to do less than 50 to the leg with right clicks, but they changed it back to a 1% multiplier, but now it's back to 0.85 again. I don't know how I feel about that, because they gave her back her right click for a reason. Now they took it out again, technically. But everyone's just gonna aim for body shots with the right.
I mean, if you're like playing Jet, I think like the dominant thing that you'd be aiming for is the head, because it's just like you have movement, you have verticality on the person that you're trying to fight as well. You can hover, so you'd be aiming. You're a hard target, so you most likely still be aiming for the head.
Yeah.
But if you do need to right click, well, you can just aim a little bit higher, and you should be able to get that kill from it.
You gotta aim for the body. Aim for the body.
Which I don't mind that change, to be fair. If someone aims like your leg, I don't think it should do the base damage. Like it shouldn't do the 50, in my opinion. That's what I personally believe.
I don't understand why they nerfed Jet. Why they nerfed Jet though?
I don't know.
Why Jet? Why can't it be Astra? Like you gotta change. You gotta give Astra her stars back. Keep the cooldown time high. That's fine by me. But I want 5 stars.
You know, I even forgot. No, to be fair, I'm happy because remember how Valorant was when Astra was like in the game.
It was only OP because they didn't nerf the pulling concuss abilities.
The state of Valorant when Astra was a character in the game was boring, because it was like you try to push a site, she'll put up a smoke.
It slowed down the pace considerably.
It was boring, man.
It drastically slowed down the pace of
it. And the thing is, like, the only thing you could do is KO knife like Astra, but like it was just such a start like thing. It wasn't like, oh, you start, go. You get slow straight away.
Astra was one of the best counters to KOs. Not a lot of people know that, but like only in high elo, you'll see really good Astras who will play in CT spawn when the KO ults on attack or on defense. They will use their stars in their own spawn where they're safe from the null command, and use their stars on site to slow them down with opposing concussors, which is so OP. And I still want that to be used in the game because that's so smart. It's util against util. I feel like they should bring Astra back with her stars, with her 5 stars.
Maybe I say like nah, because if you do, it just comes back into like that stop-start mentality, and I got bored of that. To be fair, that's just me though, personally. But
No,
I would
she
want,
still brings that element with the stop start mentality with the stars that she starts with,
but
but
it's not as frequent, you know. It's not as.
exactly, especially
That's
with
what
the
I'm saying.
cooldown times, because she had the cooldown times at the same nerf with the stars that with the star that has been taken away.
Mm.
So I'm saying, Riot, if you're hearing this, maybe give her back the star and keep the cooldown time just
And
as
at that
high.
point, and at that point in time, yeah, bring back the Ares meta. Bring back that. I want to play Ares meta again.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
You
Ares
remember
meta.
Ares meta? That was fun,
Ares.
bro.
Ares
That we
meta was
literally,
so unfair.
I loved it, bro.
It was
I want to.
so broken.
I, that meta was so bad. I stopped playing the game until they patched.
We knew they were gonna patch it as well. A lot of people
Yeah.
stopped playing it because of that. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. It's
When
actually
people
so
were
crazy.
buying, when people were buying a full-on Ares instead of a Vandal, there's a problem. There was a whole
Yeah,
problem when that happened.
genuinely. Oh my days. Sinatra was at his peak back then. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, question time.
Mm-hmm.
Question time. Q&A. All right. Scroll up a little bit. So, question from Orzo: can we play unrated? Not while we're doing a podcast. I don't think so. Maybe maybe afterwards we can. We can. If there's people about, we can. We can. We can maybe 5 sec one. The next question is Kai. He said, "What do you think about the new Sentinels roster?" What do you think about that, Rio? You can start with that.
It'd be interesting to see, man. Seeing Papa Shroud and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. To see how like he fits into the dynamic and of like just not only just Val but like the team as well. That's what I'm mostly looking forward for the new Sentinels roster. What about you?
Genuinely, it feel like it's a make or break situation. I feel like that's what it
Mm,
is. But mainly because they have 2 new additions to the team. And when you bring in new people to your roster, uh, it can either be naturally just, oh my god, insane for the first 2 games, for the first 2 matches, because
mm,
the opposite team already has strats against the enemy team, especially if it's in a uh tier 1 tier, a tier 1 league where they always scrim each other every day anyways.
mm,
For example, you guys all know that because obviously Sentinel scrimmed against FaZe when Tens accidentally streamed it.
mm.
Um, so having set strats against like different teams in tier 1 uh will be practiced, of course, and they're gonna be putting that out with obviously hidden strats in their matches. But we so obviously opposite teams won't be a very comfortable or used to playing against Shroud or Zelsis on Sentinels. But obvious, and it's very clear that a lot of the tier 1 orgs already have counted tens before. The tens effect used to be a thing, and tens can always do
Find
a
a way.
madness, find a way. He can be a madness. Shazam, Raucus, Dapper, they are they are including tens. They are players that have always played with each other for a very long time um since the start of VCTs, and
Mm,
they are very powerful players. They are very good players. Comms are
mm.
amazing from them, I'd imagine. I feel like their strats will go how they want it to be. Their protocols will go how they want it to be. But everyone looks down on Sentinels. I feel like they're underdogs right now at this point. That's why they have so much attention right now in terms of for the LCQ. They are the biggest topic in the LCQ right now. I think right next to them is the God.
Mm.
But personally, for any LCQ, I'm rooting for the energy. Um, but a lot of people don't think that Sentinels won't make it to champions this year because obviously because of how much content they're making and how much impressions they're spewing, etc. So they're putting more time into that than their scrims. That's what a lot of people think, but you can't really respect that because they're respectfully a tier 1 org who are getting franchised, by the way. So they're not gonna just sit around and make contact. They're obviously scrimming every day. I'd imagine like eight scrims a day, minus the theory time, minus the server time, etc. So obviously, I genuinely expect them to do well. But I also have the expectation that they won't make it out. But and I'd imagine it'll be worse if they don't make it out, because if they don't make it out, there's a good chance that Shroud won't continue on Sentinels. Then they'll have to change their roster back by bringing in Sick, and all these changes won't be very optimal for them, or won't be a very optimal decision for them. That's what I think. But yeah, for LCQ, I'm moving for NRG. Well, for Sentinels, I expect them to perform really well.
Yeah, well, like you said.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question though. Like, let me say, let's say Tens didn't move over the Sentinels, right? And Sinatra was still on the roster. How do you think it would be shaped right now for them as a team if Sinatra was still on their team?
I think Sinatra would have like, okay, a lot of people might disagree with me on this one, but I'm just gonna say it. I think Sinatra will have the same effect that Forsaken has on Paper X. But obviously, like, there is an argument to that, because Paper X obviously got to the finals of Masters and they are fucking insane, bro. They are insane. And Sinatra has his own element, and most of the times, if you are screaming against Sinatra in Sentinels, or if you're playing matches against him like he has before, his game sense was like no other. It was in a league of its own. I wouldn't say it's better than other people. It would be like his own little category of game sense, and his mobility and mechanics were not something you can compare. But I don't think his team would have gone further though than Tens did when he joined, because they straight up won Masters when Tens joined, which is absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. But yeah.
It showcased when Tens joined Sentinels. It did showcase what Jet as an agent could do and how you should actually be playing as a duelist. So we did see like a lot of, like, for not even just for the pro scene, but like just the whole of the Valorant. Like we did see like a shift of like Jet players and Reyna players and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. It was yeah.
Crazy. That's interesting. Shuriken, welcome to the stream. How you doing? His question is, what do you think about Neon ult being buffed with headshot percentage multiplier DPS from 400 to 981 DPS? I think personally, I believe it's a good buff. It's a very powerful buff. It's too OP, and it needs players to use better agents to counter it. You need to counter it just requires you to have more of an urge to counter other ultimates with other ultimates. So it's the games. I think what Riot is really trying to tell you is to focus more on utility in the game, because I believe personally that the game Valorant is 80% abilities and 20% aim. It's 80% brain. Ability is brain usage. Your brain. Think of it as your brain CPU. You gotta use your abilities more than you practice your aim. I believe you gotta use your brain more than your aim. I can't lie. So dealing with Neon ults, you just gotta suppress it as much as you can. You gotta no command her. You gotta blind her. You gotta do whatever it takes, but do not take that aim fight unless you're tens. unless
I
you're
was just gonna say, yeah,
yeah, just don't take that fight. Just
I would just say if you're confident in yourself and you see a neon running at you, just tap her in the head with a sheriff. Job done. You know what I'm saying?
hell
job,
no.
job done.
Unless you have 360 hertz with a 3090 Ti GPU and you see her frame by frame literally and your eyes are better than a normal human eye, go for it, bro. But
There's been so many instances when a neon has run at me, and it's just like, okay, she comes around the corner and she's Inspector, but I'm not gonna lie, like I have missed those shots, but it's a good feeling because
it's genuinely a good feeling. Yeah, if you want to
it's
hit
a
that
great
clip,
feeling.
you want to hit that clip,
Yeah.
go for it. But you're risking the entire round. The game's all about momentum and winning round by round. It's paying for round. It's paying for round, honestly.
Mm.
If you don't like the meta and you don't want to play the meta, it's gonna be hard for you the next meta, because if you don't, if you the game always changes. It's not like CSGO. We'll talk about CSGO later on.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait. Make sure you stick around for that. But if you miss out on a meta, it will be harder for you to come back into the game. Honestly, that's what it is. It's just like it's like it's like Fortnite Battle Royale. The game always changes. The game's hectic as hell, and it will destroy your FPS. Viper will also destroy your FPS. But
Oh, don't get me started on that.
another question from Shuriken. What do you think about the sorry, I already read that one. Do you think new meta will have Neon and KO on the same team to hopefully stop other teams? Neon and Neon to hopefully tear them a new one. That's an interesting question, but I don't think the new meta will only consist of just those two agents. But KO is an S tier agent. I really like KO, and I see him a lot in pro play. Neon, Neon, obviously very good with Breach. I wouldn't say she works as great with KO unless you're only using his flashes. I think a KO and no, I think a Breach and Fade maybe, or a Breach and KO, but Raise Breach and Fade or whatever like that. But it's the meta is double initiator. That's what I believe, and one duelist, unless you're Paper X. But I believe that the meta is double initiator now. That's what I think. Yeah, how about you, Rio?
Me, I just think that if if the meta right now, like you said, like KO is a S tier character, and I really do like playing him and having him on my team because it just does so much for the team. Like if your team, it not only it gets info, it also disables their abilities, so you can just push up and combining that with other abilities such as fade, getting info like that. Like you could be able to like what's it called? Get the info with what's it called? KO first. Like you be able to turn off their abilities, then you be able to use fade to see where what's it called, where they all are as well. Or even if they're destroyed, you can have like an idea of where they're shot. If because normally someone will use like a classic to try and destroy it to the dart or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. So
And
lineups, etc.
and plus you don't even need to learn like fade lineups. You can literally just throw it up. You can of course learn stuff for it, but it's not like with Silver, which I do, I do miss Silver a lot. I wish they do like bring him back kind of because he does feel kind of, or at least give him like his shot damage back or something because like Fade is just, in my opinion, is just much more better as a
Yeah,
character
yeah,
to
I
use
agree. I
and to
feel like
bring to the.
he's used a lot less in pro play. He's
Mm,
used a lot less in pro play.
mm,
But normally you just use his shock darts just for breaking certain utility, like
mm.
chamber traps on kitchen in icebox, etc. But you said Shuriken said yeah, but two of them to stop each other, or is Neon ult not cancelled like Chambers with his abilities?
It does
I
cancel.
don't think using a Neon against a Neon is very conventional at all.
Oh no, I
I
don't.
don't. You gotta in pro play you've gotta use strats that will work, right? Like that will work a lot and have and if the strats don't work out, you have another counter strat to have a high win percentage. Personally, but using two agents against each other head on is more 1v1 than advantageous. You don't want to rely on having 1v1s for the outcome of the round. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that's my answer. I don't think so. Yeah. The next topic we gotta talk about is emotes. Valorant has leaked that they will bring emotes to the game. Emotes, bro, like Fortnite dances and shit. But apparently they are very stationary, so you don't really move with the emotes, etc. But they're gonna be in the buy phases and in the post round phases as well. So yeah, a lot of people have been saying, I've been discussing with my friends, etc. They've been saying that it's going to be used to taunt and it's going to be used to make fun of the enemy team, which I believe it's going to happen, and people are going to use it for that. But I don't think that's what Riot intended, and hopefully there's not going to be another teabagging sort of issue going to come across with that.
All I'm gonna say is, yeah, if I see a brother like when they're about to we lost a round and they're defusing the spike, and then some brother comes all the way up to my body and then hits an email on my body, you know it's war, bro. It's war. It's war.
It's equivalent to teabagging, basically. But yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I can't lie.
Imagine you're trying to you're holding it on the side best you can, right? And some guy just comes up to you, emotes your body after he's finished defusing the spike. Like that's mad. It's mad, nah, man. That's so mad.
I know. It's situational. I get it. I think it's pretty fun. I think it adds a nice fun element to the game because the game doesn't get a bit tense as well. As I said, it was very momentum based. If you're losing momentum and you're losing elo, of course you're gonna get a bit emotional. Not emotional, but like tilted about it. But yeah, unless you're like me, yeah.
Add some more money to the game. Money.
Oh yeah, you reckon you'll be able to buy emotes?
Yeah, you'll be buying emotes.
We'll actually be buying emotes.
Yeah, it's either they put it in the battle pass or you can like buy an emote. That's what I think it's gonna be.
I don't want to buy an emote.
I'm not buying no emote.
Skins are enough, bro. The skins are expensive enough on top of Radiantite.
Oh, I buy the battle pass just for Radiantite.
Like, why would they put that in the store? I don't think. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea, personally.
If they do, well, I mean, imagine they made like some god tier, like I don't know, emote, and then they're like, oh, you have to buy it. Then you know it's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But if it's solely in the battle pass, then it's fine. Or is it character like locked, which I don't think would be a thing. To be fair, having character locked emotes, like only that certain character can use that emote.
I think unlockable emotes are pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anything that's free to play friendly, just like what they're already doing. But it's because of the prices of everything in game, excluding the battle pass, that I don't like it. That I don't like the idea of it being in the store. That's it. Really, that's it. Our next topic. Well, we have a few more topics left until it'll be the end of this first podcast for today. Our next topic is, pardon?
I just wanted to say thanks for everyone that stopped by for the very first one. You know what I'm saying? It's very
I agree.
New to us, and
I love it all.
Yeah.
I love the feedback we have today.
Any feedback to improve, we'll happily take as well.
The interaction was amazing so far. I'm gonna read the entire chat after the stream as well. Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it a lot. The next tip is best tips for newbies. For new players who will join the game at this point in Valorant, at this state in Valorant.
Okay, so the best tip is to don't play Valorant. Okay, I'm joking. You see when you're about to load into the game and you see that you hear that noise and you see Killjoy holding thing, just go back to the desktop and press uninstall. Anyways.
He's joking. He's joking.
On the real though, main things that a newbie, if you're gonna like try and climb ranked, if you're like on a very low rank, best thing that you should try and do is just um work on crosshair placement. Just like learn the maps as well. Learn a certain agent or certain agent type as well. That
Yeah,
would be really useful.
yeah,
Because to be fair, I would say from the lower ranks to like let's say maybe diamond-ish. Um, I say that if you really work on your aim and like just your how you use your abilities as in those ranks, then you will be able to climb much more.
yeah,
Then after like diamond, it's mostly about like team play and like how you can combo your abilities with other people, like other people on your team, and being more aware of your surroundings. Like, oh, they have a breach, or they have a brimstone ult, and you're playing on bind. I mean, in that, let's not play lamps because they're most likely will ult lamps or something like that. So, or if you're playing Fracture, for example, and you know they have a breach ult, then don't play on site on A or something like that, just to be cautious, so you don't get picked off of or not being aware of what's happening around you, essentially. So yeah, that's
yeah.
why.
So, to summarize his tips, his I said tips by the way. Just
Oh,
unless that's
okay.
your tip, because that's a really big tip.
Oh, that is yeah.
That's a big
That's a
tip you got
really
there,
big
bro.
tip.
What the heck?
Really big tip.
That's that's
Yeah.
a lot of tip coming out your mouth. What the hell? What the? So, our best tips for any new players is to have fun for now. Just learn the game as much as you can. Learn the abilities and how they work against other abilities. So I wouldn't like Rio suggests learn specific agents. I wouldn't suggest that personally. Like that's his opinion. You can also learn specific agents if you want. However, if you do learn specific agents, you will be unfamiliar with other agents as well. So I think therefore you read and learn all the agents, all the roles specifically, and
Or
you
like
try out all the agents in unrated. You pick and choose your favorite ones. Main 2 or 3 agents to take on in ranks. Yeah, what you say?
or you, I was just gonna say like, or just like learn a certain character in certain bracket, like a duelist or initiator, a controller,
Yeah,
or something like that. So you
yeah,
can at least you can flex when you need to flex.
yeah. But the most important thing is the understanding of all the roles and the agents really. And once you have that and you've already tested them all out in unrated or in customs or anything like that, you start learning your mechanics and then choose your favorite agents to play and main 2 or 3 agents after learning mechanics and then taking it on to ranked. Also, buy a microphone. Hehe. Keep your comms. Teammates love comms. Your teammates love comms. Comms are very necessary. We have a question from Eman. Welcome back, Eman. Your thoughts on the chamber change? Okay. About this question, I will be uploading the podcast onto the YouTube channel. Exclamation point YouTube if you like to use YouTube. I will be uploading it onto YouTube channel probably tomorrow or the day after, so it will be quite a hefty upload. I already answered that question with the other agent changes with Neon and Jet, etc. Me and Rio have discussed it, so it will be on there, sort of like a VOD, but there will be a VOD after the stream after when I upload it. Thank you very much for that question. Our next topic is our final topic, Rio. You ready for this? Hello?
I can't wait for this one, bro.
Can't wait for this one.
I have my mouth is ready. You know what I'm saying? It's ready to talk. It's ready to talk. It's ready to talk.
All right, so this main topic is Valorant versus CS, everybody. It's been a topic for a long time coming for ever since Valorant came out. I think I'll start because I have a lot less to say than you do, Rio. Obviously, you feel passionate about it. So, A lot of people like to compare about which one is better, but I feel like they're both different games. Even though they're both FPS games, they're both uh they're even though they're both FPS games, they're both different. CS:GO and Valorant are different games. CS:GO is a mechanical based game. It's a lot harder to learn for mechanics. That's why I feel you're doing you're learning strats, you're learning set strats to do every round, and it's always the same. The maps are never touched, so that if you can come back to the game a year later, you remember what to do. Essentially, you remember what to do. The only thing that'll be shaky is your aim, really. Uh, However, for Valorant, there are a lot of changing factors. There are a lot of alternating factors, and those are your tactical strategies, your strategies with abilities as well. There's a lot of abilities used in the game. Your combination of abilities, your strats always change. The maps change. We have changes on maps as well. Uh, Consistently, we have new agents and maps coming out consistently too. Um, I feel like that's the difference because there's always methods and changes in Valorant compared to CS. And Valorant prides more on adaptability, and CS. I've never played CS, so Rio can take it away on that one.
Okay, so CS. So CS was my first PC game. So when I was 16 years old, I had my laptop, my very first laptop. So trend here, have me using a laptop to play PC games. I know it's crazy, but I started off playing CS, and I remember like just being like dumbfounded or like, why is my bullets not hitting when I'm moving and stuff like that, and the mechanics of it. I remember I watched so many different like guides like Banana Gaming. I watched who else was there? I watched someone called Smitty, and I just sat there and I just was like, wow, this is like so good. The game just feels so much fluid. Like I don't know, like even now, like when I played CS earlier today, like I played Vertigo, and the game just feels it just feels good. Like the gunplay feels really, really good, really nice. And but when you go back to Val, sure the gunplay is good, but just having to hold a sight with all this utility getting thrown at you, it gets kind of annoying. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can mitigate, there's a lot of things you can mitigate with, like just hiding off sight or playing anti-flash or just playing around your team or stuff like that. But the feel of CS compared to Val, and plus the maps do get changed on a yearly basis. Because I remember when I first played Dust 2 ages ago, and came back to it now, like there was a thing called double doors. So when T spawned, the attacker side, they would be able to buy it up, and they'd be able to watch across through the door to kill someone trying to get to a site to on B site on CS. So what the CT will have to do is just smoke it and stuff like that, just to get across. But now they've changed the map, so the T side can't even see that anymore. And I just, I just read, oh, that's a bad word. That's what we off. That's what.
Anyways,
Anyways, so yeah, it just feels a lot more. Well, to be fair, you said that it's like a hard game and your aim will be shaky. There's a lot more things that you could do for CS as well. Like you can download workshop maps, and then you'll be able to just practice on lineups. That which would actually just guide you. It literally would just tell you how to sit there, what to aim at, what to look for on a map, and it would just tell you how to like use your utility and stuff like that. Sure, you can do it on Val, like just go on a pro guide website or just watch it on YouTube. But these are stuff that's in the game that will actually help you. Well, whereas Val is more like try and error. Like you have to have like someone else have like be with you if you want to learn like a certain lineup or not a certain lineup, but like certain abilities. Like if you want to like practice something with a duelist, and then you want to practice and see how that works against us. Like let's say if you was attacking, then you would have to have someone else. But if you was in a workshop, you can have it by yourself and just practice all that
mhm.
type of things. The maps as well, all the maps, okay, majority of the maps in on CS, I like to play. Like I like playing Dust 2, I like playing Mirage, I like playing Cash, I like playing Inferno, Nuke, what's it called? I even like playing Office. And that's not even like a normal CS:GO like game mode.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know, like the person that made Cash is the same person that made Breeze, and I don't understand what was going through his mind when
What?
he. Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But I don't know what was going on. I don't know how he made a map like Cash, right? And then said, yeah, he's gonna do Breeze. Like when it first came out, before he got redesigned how it is now, Breeze was just such a. It was a dodgeable map. I'm not even gonna lie. I did not like playing Breeze,
It's
but now I
interesting.
don't mind it. But yeah, it's just not. It's just there's so much different variety in CS as well. Like especially like for warming up, for loading into a game, you warm up. Like you can verse the enemy team just to get your aim ready for the match. So instead of just loading straight in, you and having that anticipation of what we're gonna do, you can warm up with the enemy team, just practice your aim, then talk about strats.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't really like about CS is I wish there was more freedom in terms of, let's say, the buy phase, but I know that wouldn't work because the timing of how you be able to get to your sites and stuff like that would just be really broken. Because I do like the freedom of being able to, okay, let's say if you want to go A, you can go A. You can if you want to go B, you can go B on Valorant. When CS, like you have to sit and spawn and buy your stuff, and then yeah, I I wish there was more freedom in terms of that, but in terms of, and also the economy in CS, I like it a lot more. It doesn't feel like a stage of like lose 2 rounds, then eco, or win 1 round, lose. Like you know in CS in Val where you win 2 rounds, the enemy team wins 2 rounds, you buy your weapons, then you full buy on the third, then you could lose it,
Yeah.
and then you eco, then you go on that cycle of like win loss win loss win loss, you eco, or then buy eco, then full buy. I mean in CS you can force a little bit more. Like it's much more lenient, especially how much everything costs. And plus, there's also strats. Let's say if you know the enemy team is using full AKs, then what you can do is as a CT, which is don't buy a helmet because the helmet will you get one tapped by AK. So if you just buy a helmet, a Kevlar and helmet, which is armor and helmet,
Mm.
there's no really point, there's no really value to it. So what I would used to do is just buy a Kevlar if I know for a fact they're all going to be using AKs because I'm
Mm.
just still going to get headshot. It's just going to have the same outcome.
Mm.
But it's just at the risk, and it's a risk that I would take because you never know they could use a P90 for example and I'd die. But it doesn't really matter really.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
I agree. I hear you. I'll probably do the same thing. But
And
yes.
also what I said about tips. So when I said uninstall Val, reinstall CS:GO on Steam, and yeah, you'd be good to go. Yeah,
I have a question for you.
you go ahead.
Um, if if Valorant wasn't a thing, say Valorant wasn't a thing, would you have gone to trial for pro on CS?
I'll be playing CS right now.
You playing CS, but would you have gone pro?
Nah, I don't think so. It's too late. Too late in CS.
Too
I
late.
think.
Even if you've been playing for 2 years afterwards.
If I, no, I wouldn't even. No, I don't think so. Like CS is like such a. I don't know. I actually don't know. That's a question I would actually have to think. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Actually, don't know. I love CS, but I don't know. It is therefore a hard game to go pro in. Like compared to Val, it's so much easier to like. I wouldn't even say it's not easy to go pro in Val. No, let's not get it twisted, but it's easier than to be a pro in CS because these guys have been playing since what was it the early 2000s. So they have like a reputation already. Like there's a lot of people that's already in the scene. So being a new person coming up as a pro, it will take like years
Yeah.
for you to be able to refine all your stuff. Whereas Val is such a new game, it's much easier just to go in and just like grind up, and yeah, that's why I think.
Yeah.
And like Kai just said right now, that's why there's so many CS:GO people that's moved to Val
Yeah.
because it's just so much easier since it's a new foot in a new game as well.
Yeah. Very interesting. very interesting input from you.
Mm-hmm.
From
But
the
anyways,
CSGO player himself.
CSGO over Val. What? I'm joking. I'm joking.
I
I love both
mean,
games equally. I love.
it's quite obvious for me, because I've only played Valorant,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't regret it.
Neither do I.
Yeah, that's about it for our podcast today. I think we'll end it here. Thank you guys
Okay.
so much. Thank you, Rio, for being a good host today. Thank you so much
It
for
was.
your input today. You've been amazing, as
Thank you very much,
always.
man. Thanks for
As
having me as
always,
a host, as the host, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
love you, bro.